Good morning, sixth graders. Here are a couple examples of some multi-step equations. So for the first one, I'm going to have to use the distributive property in order to solve the equation first. So remember, I take my 9 and I distribute it to both the n and to the 2. So I end up with 9n plus 18 equals 45. So now I can take and I can isolate my coefficient and my variable by doing my inverse operations. So minus 18 from each side. So I have 9n left on the left. And 45 minus 18, we get 27. So now I need to isolate my variable. So I divide both sides by 9. So n equals 3. Remember, I can always go back and check. So I put my 3 back in for n, so I have 9 times 3 plus 2 equals 45. So I have 9 times 5 equals 45. And 45 equals 45. Now let's look at the second one. We have 5x plus 24 minus 3x equals 36. So for this one, I need to combine like terms. So I'm going to combine my 5x and my negative 3x. So 5x minus 3x would be 2x. I have 2x plus 24 equals 36. Now I can isolate my variable and my coefficient. So I minus 24 from each side. I have 2x left on my left side, and I have 12 on my right side. Now the inverse of multiplication is division. So I have x equals 6. And we can go back and check that one. So we have 5 times 6 plus 24 minus 3 times 18 equals 36. So 5 times 6 is 30 plus 24 minus, 18 equals 36. So now I have 24 plus 30 is 54 minus 18 equals 36. 54 minus 18 would be 36, so 36 equals 36. And then in my last example, we have a little bit of a combination of both. So first I need to use my distributive property. So I'm going to distribute this negative 2 to both the 3x and to the minus 7. So I take negative 2 times 3, which is negative 6x. Negative 2 times a negative 7 be a positive 14. Plus 10x equals 54. Now I'm going to combine my like terms. So I have negative 6x and a positive 10x. So I get 4x plus 14 equals 54. So now I can isolate my variable and coefficient by subtracting. So I have 4x equals 40, divide by 4, divide by 4, x equals 10. We can always substitute that back in to check our work. So we take negative 2 times 3 times 10 minus 7 plus 10 times 10. So we get 3 times 10 is 30 minus 7 is 23. So we have negative 2 times 23 plus 10 times 10 is 100 equals 54. Negative 2 times 23 would be a negative 46 plus 100 equals 54. So we're going to take 100 minus 46, which equals 54. So 54 equals 54. So really, it's very similar to what we were working on yesterday. You just might have to use the distributive property, or you might have to combine some like terms before you can solve for your variable.